8 reasons why successful people are quiet. One of the biggest stereotypes of successful people is that they're loud and talkative, but it couldn't be further from the truth. Some of the most successful people in history were not just quiet, but actually shy and reserved individuals who struggled with speaking to strangers and expressing their thoughts to others. In this article, we'll take a look at 8 reasons why quiet people are actually more successful than you think. 1. They are great listeners. Effective communication is a two-way street. You can't share your ideas with people if you don't listen to what they are saying. Effective listeners know how to fully comprehend what others are saying by paying attention to their body language, tone of voice, and other communication hints such as facial expression. They ask questions if they aren't clear on something they hear, and they are eager to be around others because successful people love to learn new things. 2. They have mastered their social skills. It's a common misconception that introverts don't like people. Introverts simply recharge by spending time alone. Many successful people are quiet because they understand their own limits and needs and respect those of others. They don't feel a need to dominate conversations, preferring instead to listen and learn from others. If you're in a group setting, or working on some project with a deadline looming, it's better to focus on tasks at hand than trying to one-up your colleagues with witty banter. 3. They ask the right questions. It's one thing to have a plan, and another thing to have a thorough understanding of what your end goal is. It's why a consultant once told me, to succeed in life you need to make your own decisions based on an informed decision. And informed decisions are made when you ask smart questions. For example, if I ask how much time do we have left, I will likely get an answer like 15 minutes. However, if I ask what needs to happen for us to be done by noon, I might get better results that ultimately save me time and energy. 4. They don't waste energy talking too much. They're not big talkers. They don't need to be. They're driven by their goals and love what they do. So instead of focusing on impressing other people or being seen as cool, they focus on doing great work and getting results. They speak when they have something important to say. That's why so many people refer to them as the quiet ones you want on your team. 5. They are thinking hard about everything they say. Successful people are very careful about what they say. Being quiet helps them think before they speak. When they do speak, it's meaningful and well considered, so you remember what they say. This makes them valuable employees and good friends. 6. They set good examples in conversations. It's pretty simple to understand. If someone is talking negatively, they're not going to be a good leader. The best way to make sure you are setting a great example in conversation is to only say positive things and think before you speak. Remember to use your manners, always follow up with others and leave conversations on a high note. This way people will want more of your time and attention because they can see how much better it makes them feel. 7. They take responsibility for their ideas and actions. A successful person knows that they're in charge of their ideas and actions, and if something isn't working out, they take full responsibility. A quiet or reserved person might not say much, but it doesn't mean they haven't got a lot on their mind. They just might think before they speak or weigh whether what they have to say is important enough to warrant interrupting someone else. 8. They are conscious of how they affect others with their words and actions. Every person you meet is going to have a different perception of reality. Some are opinionated and loud, others will be quiet and shy, but all people will affect your state of being. Whatever you say or do has an effect on people around you, especially if you're in a leadership position. So, if you're looking to be successful, learn to keep your mouth shut when necessary. In some cases, what isn't said is just as important as what is said, and silent leaders are often more influential than those who can talk their way into almost anything. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe for more daily videos.